Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And there's no wonder that we call this the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming as we hit show number 497 today, pointing toward show number 500 on Halloween morning. So, and what better way to close out this week's show is John Gordon of DU and my good friend Ron Wong serve as our co-host on this second Saturday of October. What better way to close out the show than to bring up one of the people that I so admired and was a part of my journey as an outdoor journalist. In fact, this month's edition of Mid-South Hunting and Fishing News, I don't mind tooting my horn. I am the Mid-South legend in that magazine. But
I was getting ready to say that, Larry.
Well, I'm just saying it because
it was a great story.
Well, I'm just saying that because one of the people that I mentioned as helping me in my journey was the late Wade Boren, who it just doesn't seem possible that Wade is gone, particularly on that December the 15th of 2016. It shocked the world, but another thing that I'm happy to be proud of is I was the Legends of the Outdoors first ever Wade Boren Outdoor Communication Award winner.
That's right.
3 years ago, and was up there and got to meet with Becky and Hamp and Haley and all the family. I say all this because we do have Sally Burchett on the phone with us this morning with the new Wade Boren Nature Center, which will be dedicated on October the 24th in Clarksville, Tennessee at Rotary Park. Good morning, Sally.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being with us on this this momentous occasion coming up on October the 24th. Talk about what this thing has meant to you personally, and also what is this new Wade Boren Nature Center going to mean to the city of Clarksville?
Sure. So for me personally, when we started this project back not long after Wade's passing, it really took on a personal meaning for me because I actually went to high school with Hampton and Haley and knew Wade
really?
as one of the dads, you know,
yes.
and he
Yes.
and Becky hosted the homecoming bonfire every year out on their farm. And so,
Yeah.
you know, being able to work on a project, and I actually received some grant funding from the state to fund this project as well. And so being able to be intimately involved in this project was just a really an honor for me personally, as well as professionally. So I love that personal connection that I do have to this project, but how this center is going to impact Montgomery County and Clarksville as a whole. You know, I have some ideas, but I know that the true impact we won't know for years to come. But this is the first nature center that we will have in our community. It is going to serve in many capacities, but one of the main capacities that we are hoping it will serve is to be a fun place for school field trips to come.
Yes.
And be able to learn about the environment and learn to become nature lovers and conservationists and naturalists in Rotary Park. All of the nature exhibits in Rotary are about Rotary. So everything inside our nature center is to engage our participants and visitors with the nature of Rotary Park. So they are very specific. They're very unique exhibitry. You won't find the same content in any other location. So we're really proud of the very detailed and hard work that we've put into this project, and it has been a long labor of love.
It has. I can realize in August 2018, the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation awarded a $500,000 grant to support the Nature Center, and it was obvious that Wade had such an impact on his hometown. I think and John Gordon, you know this in your time with DU. You knew where Wade was from, didn't you, John?
Yeah, that's correct, Larry. He was really proud of his Tennessee heritage.
and really, wrote about it and lived it. We did when he was a co-host on DUTV, we had a great episode there. He did at Reelfoot Lake, and he was really, happy to share where he grew up with everybody else.
Yeah, and I know when I visited the place, when he left his house, he went into his office. It was like going to work. He stayed there from 9 to 5. That was his job in there, even though he was right there at his house. And the tribute to this thing, Sally, is it's got to mean so much to the community, but I can imagine what it means to Becky and the family, too.
Yes. I actually had the privilege of hosting Becky for a tour, but just a couple months ago, just showing her the progress and where we've gotten in the progress of construction. And she and I sat down and talked about what Wade's vision and mission would be for the future of Montgomery County's, conservation and lovers of nature, and what we should create the mission statement for the building to be. And so I was just very grateful to have her be able to speak to me about that, so that we can make sure that the building is always following Wade's vision, and that we're staying very true to the name on the building. And
I know it's going to be family oriented and centered, because as it's said many times, and I've heard him say this at seminars, I know Ron Wong has too, there were no strangers in Wade's life, only friends. I like that line that you guys put in there, and I can imagine looking at the photograph of this thing and knowing how detailed you wanted it to be. This is going to be family-oriented. This is going to be for kids. This is going to be outdoor classroom, whatever it might be, and traveling exhibits. Sally, is that right? You can have those kind of things now.
Absolutely. So we have a unique setup where we have a meeting room, a multi-purpose space to the side that we have created the walls to be able to accommodate traveling art exhibits or other types of exhibits. And we will actually, during the ribbon cutting, we just found out that we will have our first exhibit showing during that time, and all 20 pieces that will be showcased are of paintings of Rotary Park.
Really?
So,
that
one nature artist has completed of different seasons and different parts of the park. So we're really excited to have that unique art in the center, just right there from the very beginning.
Well, the park itself, the Rotary Club of Clarksville, I understand gifted this land, and what, you got about over 100 acres, something like that? I mean,
111, yes, sir.
111 acres, and it's located. Where is it located now? In Clarksville, in the center? Where?
Yeah. So if you're familiar with the Clarksville area, it would be in what's considered the Sango area, I guess.
Yes.
So it's near exit 11 on I-24.
It's easy to get to. It's easy to get to.
Very easy to get to. Absolutely. You would never know that there were 111 acres of nature right there in the middle of town.
Wow.
Was that the spot y'all looked at? I mean, when you started this, that was a great spot to put the nature center and honor it for Wade?
Well, it actually was a beautiful timing situation. We had completed a 10-year master plan for Rotary Park in 2010.
Okay. Yeah.
And the final piece was a nature center. So to be able to finish our master plan and honor Wade's memory all at the same time was just like, how could we do this any better?
Well, knowing Wade and knowing how much he loved his Sunday school class and his time, and I have had the privilege to speak at the Wild Game Dinner at First Baptist of Clarksville, and believe me, it was hard to speak when Wade Bourne was in the audience. You know, I mean, pretty intimidating for me and everything. So all of this is under God's plan, because I know Wade, I knew Wade, and knew how much that he trusted in his faith. Again, we're talking to Sally Burchett of the Wade Bourne Nature Center. October the 24th, 2 p.m. Now, is that open to the public, or is it?
It is.
Okay, so folks.
Yes, this is an open invitation, but we do have some social distancing and masks will be required during this event. We do want to allow everyone that would like to get a quick tour of the building, but this will not be a time to really stand around and
Yes.
read every word.
Yes.
This is going to be a quick walkthrough just so that everyone can have that opportunity, but still maintain those social distancing guidelines and keep everyone safe. So
well,
this is going to be a quick little preview.
Well, tell my listeners how they can get more information about the Nature Center and the park itself.
Absolutely. So we are on Facebook as well as we have a website. It is on Facebook. We are MCGTN Parks, and those letters are Montgomery County Government, Tennessee.
Yes.
And then our website is also mcgtn.org/parks. We'll take you to our homepage. If anybody has any questions and like to give us a call, our phone number at the office is 931-648-5732. We'd be happy to answer any questions. And the address to the park for that dedication ceremony day is 2308 Rotary Park Drive, Clarksville, Tennessee, 37043.
And we will have all this posted on my website, lroutdoors.com. And I'm glad my dad is not, I'm not glad he's not alive still, but my dad was a Lions Club member. He would never let me go to a Rotary Club thing, So I can still see this. I once spoke to the Rotary Club. My dad didn't speak to me for 2 months, I think.
Oh, no.
After that, but hey, Sally, we really appreciate you being on Outdoors with Larry Ray today, and look forward to meeting you. Me and my wife Miriam will be up there on that Saturday, and can't wait. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sally. Have a great day. All right.
You too.
All right. Thank you, Sally Burchett. Hey guys, let me tell you about next week's show before I close out with you guys. Frank Barton will be in here next week as our show co-host. We're going to talk to Gary Trask, my good friend Gary Trask. I don't know if you guys have ever met Gary. He's part of CEOPA and things along that line. Next year, CEOPA is going to Southwest West Virginia. Well, Gary's now associated with a new hunting place in Southwest Virginia. And we're going to talk to Gary next week about this place. If you're looking for the ultimate place to go hunting, of course, it's Jay Gutermuth, Little Red River Trout Fishing Guide, based out of Lindsay Resort. And I'm going to tell you all about next week about my experience of fishing on that pontoon boat with Jay. And then we're going to bring in Andy Tweed as we get ready to get rolling in the deer season and everything else. And so Andy's going to talk TWRA law enforcement as only Andy Tweed could do that. And I know, John, we're getting ready. I don't know how things are going in the early goose season and all these things down in Mississippi. Are you set up for business this year, or are you going to what's going to happen now that you've moved to Batesville?
Well, I pretty much quit guiding, Larry. I just decided that.
I don't mean guiding. I mean, you pretty well set up for your same place to hunt. Yeah, I mean.
There in near Tunica area, and then I'll be hunting quite a bit over near Wynn, Arkansas.
There you go. Okay.
I've got a place over there I can go, and a lot of geese.
Well, I want you to know I did buy my license, John, for Arkansas. I bit the bullet, okay, so to speak, and my teeth are hurting right now, from biting that. So don't forget, sometime have Old Timers Day, not Alzheimer's, but Old Timers Day, okay? And Ron,
okay.
Ron, I know you're going to be busy. You got things coming up. You're going to be in Jackson pretty soon, right?
I'm going to be in Jackson, Mississippi for the American Crappie Trail last qualifying tournament for the championship, and then the next week I'll be going to the Mr. Crappie Expo.
Yes.
And just stay tuned on lroutdoors.com. I'll be getting pictures as fast as I can. And last but not least, I want to thank all of you all for the well wishes, texts, messages, phone calls, and everything for my birthday yesterday. And I appreciate it.
I was
you
saving
guys
it.
just don't know what that means to me.
I'm saving it for the last, okay? All right? Mr. Wong had a birthday, and there are now one older Wong than there was in the world, the day before. But I don't know if y'all know that Bill Dance and Ron Wong have a birthday in the same week. That's pretty close. So Happy
and
birthday.
he's older than I am, though. That's
didn't-
a good thing.
I did not mention that, Bill. Pamela, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. But, hey, I appreciate John Gordon. You're doing better illness-wise. Ron Wong, you're like my brother, buddy. I appreciate all that you
Thank
do.
you.
I'm so glad that God brought you into my life, okay? I appreciate you. Shelby McCall,
Same here.
she's yawning. She's ready to leave and go eat some bacon up, I think. So this is Larry Ray reminding you to each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else, guys?
God bless
God bless
USA.
USA. Oh, we almost sang that. See y'all next week.